Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. Welcome back to the Jamaican African Travel Channel. Today it's a beautiful day in Tanzania, and we are out here because we have a new project that we're doing, and it's something that we're excited about, being that we're here off grid and we are trying to do sustainable living. So here we have Claude helping our caucus digging and clearing away this new project. It is going to be a fish pond where we can grow and raise our own fish to eat. Um, we had a little pow with a kaka that is well versed in it. He has given us a couple pointers in what we should do, what we could do, and how to make this pond sustainable. We have gone quite deep, and it's at an angle because it is sloping, and we are going to be using a plastic for the base, because because of the type of soil we have, that's the more durable thing to use. We asked him about cementing it. He said because of the soil, the water would be too heavy for the cement and it would make it crack, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to use a pond liner, and we're just waiting to source it before you'll see the end results when we're done. We're novices, but we are willing to learn and take instructions from the professionals. And here is Claude doing his part, helping the guys clear the area around it. It's a little bit tight where he is because we have the passion vines right along the side. But yeah, this is what it is. We didn't go too deep, and he told us that we have to go deeper so that when the weather gets hot, the fish will have somewhere where they can go and hide. It's also under this tree, so this will also provide shade when the weather is intense. So yeah, we're excited about it. The area of it, he says, can fit almost 2,000. I think he calls them seedlings or feedlings. Feedlings. Those are the baby fish. So we are excited about that. I have started a little garden around here. It doesn't look like much now, but I planted some seeds I brought with me from the States. Some zinnia seeds, and we did some sunflower seeds. And I have a little grape plant right here, a grapevine. Yeah, so this is what we're doing. We still have our hives. These hives right here, they're very inactive, but hopefully when everything is all set up, they will become active again. And right here we put one of our solar lights out here so that we can have some lighting at this end of the farm. That's what we're doing. That's our new project. baobab tree is, and our pumpkin. This is the area where we are. And those two boxes right here, they're very active with bees. So although we're out here, we try to be very quiet and not disturb them. So that's what's happening here today. We've harvested quite a few of our watermelon. We've gotten maybe 4 or 5 from it already, and they weren't too bad. They were not all that sweet, but they were very juicy. Yeah, we have about 8 or 9 of them in there. Yeah. And it's very pretty looking at the pumpkins in the early morning. By midday they will look all droopy, but there they are. And that beehive right there, that's an active one also. So yeah, we're coming along. We're coming along. We're coming along. This is where I had planted a carrot bed. Most of the seeds they didn't take. I'm gonna go back again and do it. This end of the bed, they're coming in, and the rest they're very sparse. But I'm gonna sow again, because what I do know is over here we don't give up. We do not give up. We're gonna try until we get it right. A lot of these projects, we have no clue. We do our research as best as we can, so everything is more like trial and error. But if we fail, we go back and try, see where we made our mistakes, and do it all over. So I created this garden because I wanted somewhere where the butterflies could come. I noticed we have a ton load of butterflies. So this is like their little sanctuary. I see the birds around. I planted the sunflowers for the birds. And we have the bee. They can enjoy the flower as well. So this is what we have been busy doing. Yeah. It's all a work in progress. All of these plants, I just move them around from different areas and create a new space. Yeah, so here we are. All right, I'll see you in our next video.
Here we are again on the Jamaican African Travels. As I always mentioned before, that this channel is about farming and sustainable living. And as my wife stated before, this is our new project we have going on. We're doing a fish pond. So this is the whole formation of it. This is a pond which is 5 meter wide by 7 meter long. So this is it, people. You know, when you're doing your fish pond, you have to do it on a angle that if it soil get saturated, it don't cave in, so you have to do it like this. Yeah. So yes, people, we have to do things for ourselves. We cannot get up every day complaining about nothing not going on, this not happening. We have to make it happen for ourselves. As I state all the time, no government nor no one cares about us. We have to care about ourselves and do things for ourselves. Because if you see what's going on over in the world right now, people with these governments, all of them is about war. Because when you look at every different defense ministry department, that ministry get the bulk of all the money that the country generate because they are about war. They don't care about education, health, or food, or our safety. All they care about is themselves and creating war. So this I do, people, me and my wife, we don't make complaint. When you lose 5 minutes complaining, you just lose 5 minutes of your time. So I try to use my time wisely and create opportunity for myself, because the great Marcus Garvey tell you that opportunity doesn't happen, you have to create it. So this is what we create. This pond can hold over 2,000 and about 500 fish. So we get the liner. So I guess today we'll start to put in the liner. And these blocks over here now, I'm going to use it to build a border like this, that the soil, when it gets saturated, it don't wash over in the pond. So this is the block that I'm going to use. After I put the liner down, which I will show you along as we go along, I will show you that mean if you want to do a pond, a fish pond, you can get the information. So people, a lot of people talking about colonization and oppression. But you see, for me, my ancestor going slavery, I did not. I don't experience that kind of slavery. But what that does for me, it helped me to realize that I can escape myself from that level of slavery or advantage I take of them. We are the one right now allow ourselves to be in that situation, because we have to do things. We cannot just talk about what the white people done to us. We realize that they're wicked to our ancestors. So we have to make the change and realizing that we don't want to be a part of it. But if we run away to their country, some of us pay our way, we find always go there, some go on program. And let me tell you, that farm working program is just the only difference between now and then is that you don't have any chain on your feet. But otherwise, they program the same way and threaten you if you don't do what they want you to do, you cannot come back next year. I went up there and I did not allow myself to be manipulated or controlled, because I tell people that, listen, I'm not doing this because I didn't used to do it in my country, because there is no work, nothing let me going to give away my dignity or my pride. Keep your work, keep your money. And that's why I try to create things for myself. So as I am not going to manipulate by no one. And sometimes people is just because we don't willing to wait. We always love this quick money. So that's why we intend to take up a job. And not realizing that having a job is when you become a slave. That's when you are manipulated and dictated to. So I came to the motherland, and I am so happy and joyful that I am here, because what Africa does for me, it shows me a different side of how you can create your own wealth and be stress-free and happy. When we come here, just come here with a plan, change the mindset that we have from over in the West, because we're not going to survive over here with that level of mindset. We have to come with a different mindset, different attitude, come with a game plan, people. And as I said before, if you work on your plan will work on you. And this is what we are doing. We are not out of the hoods as yet, but slowly, slowly we get in there. The more you do things, the more you create more wealth. And you know, one of the beauty, people, when you can employ people, because you cannot work by yourself to have any wealth, because you only can do by yourself so much work. But when you can employ people, that they can generate little income and put food on their table for their family, that is an extra blessing for you people. And by you doing that, the Most High bless you, and that you'll be more prosperous. Because coming here and even complaining about religion and all those things, you cannot tell people about religion when they are hungry. People need food. When you can put food on their table, stop them from hungry, then you bring religion to them. And the people are not going to listen to you. We need to come here, take advantage of what's happening here. We come here, we complain how the Iranian, the Indian, the Pakistan get preferential treatment, but I don't see any preferential treatment. But what I know, if you have your children, the one that more hardworking and disciplined is the one that you tend to like more. It's not like you dislike any one of them, but the one that you see show more progress, that's the one you always lean to. And that's what happened to us. When we came, we always about complain. We need to stop the complaint. Look on the talent that you have and utilize it. Put it into practice. Create things that the government can see, that you leave from the West, come here and you decide to help build the country. And when you come here, if you can farm your company, register a company, that company can help you to get your work permit. And that is a way of help you to be in the country legal. But if you up and down all over the place, don't want to build a foundation, it's going to be much, much harder for you. So stop the complaint and do something. Let the government know what we are about or what we come here to. to do. I take Africa as my home, so I have to do things to keep me occupied, and also I can design a better life, and that I can be my own boss, not a slave anymore. We have to take advantage of whatever opportunity is here and move along. So people, just stay blessed, stay strong. Thank you very much. Asante sana.